moment of relief, emotion in Israel today. Hamas releases the last 20 living hostages under the US brokered ceasefire that's finally paused a brutal 2-year war in Gaza. And across the ocean, love is in the air. Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry's yachtside romance has made waves online, and fans can't stop talking about it, or even some trolling. We have this and a lot more packed in this edition of Trending with me, Rakshita. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Trump's speech at the Knesset, or the Israeli parliament in Jerusalem, like most things Trump, was tinged with just a little bit of chaos, and a left-wing member of the Knesset attempting to disrupt the address with his protest. The protest did not really have the same effect as the disruptor might have hoped, as the entire parliament gave Trump a standing ovation as soon as the protester was kicked out. And he also, of course, lauded the security, saying that it was very, very efficient. These protesters were kicked out before they could even make it to the middle of the parliament, and his protest, as Trump said, was awfully efficient. In fact, perhaps he was lauding how those security personnel, in fact, drove him out of that assembly. In fact, the Knesset was very, very receptive of Trump's speech, and could be seen from the fact that he was given 3 standing ovations, not just once, but twice. And of course, they have all the reasons to celebrate with this historic homecoming of the hostages.
Members of the Knesset, it is now my distinct honor to invite the President of the United States of America, His Excellency Donald J. Trump, to address the Knesset. להוציא את חבר הכנסת, להוציא אותו מהאולם, להוציא אותו מיד, החוצה, החוצה, החוצה. להוציא גם את חבר הכנסת כסיף, להוציא את חבר הכנסת כסיף מהאולם, להוציא אותם מיד. Sorry for that, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Please.
That was very efficient. Hey, I have an idea. Mr. President, why don't you give him a pardon? Give him a pardon. Come on.
Now, what was this famed speech that garnered applause every few seconds? Well, viewers, let me tell you, Trump's speech was full of quips and shout-outs to various people, several people there in his mediating teams, while also praising his own negotiating skills and his affinity towards making deals.
You had Obama go out, and the Iran nuclear deal turned out to be a disaster. And by the way, I terminated the Iran nuclear deal, and I was very proud to do it. Yet even to Iran, whose regime has inflicted so much death on the Middle East, the hand of friendship and cooperation is open. I'm telling you, they want to make a deal. That's all I do in my life, I make deals. I'm good at it. I've always been good at it, and I know when they want. Even if they said, we don't want to make a deal, I can tell you they want to make a deal. All right, they do. They want to make a deal, and we're going to see if we can do something, because this is crazy what's happening, and we're not going to have this anymore.
Now, Trump also made sure to remind Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to be more kind to his opposition now that his country was not in war anymore.
So Israel, with our help, has won all that they can by force of arms. You've won. I mean, you've won. Now it's time to translate these victories against terrorists on the battlefield into the ultimate prize of peace and prosperity for the entire Middle East. It's about time you were able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Mr. Opposition Leader. I said he's a very nice opposition leader. I think, no, he's a nice man. Bibi, he's a nice man. He knows what he's doing, right? No, he's a very nice guy. Well, see, now you can be a little bit nicer, Bibi, because you're not at war anymore, Bibi.
Most awkward moment, viewers, came to near the end as President Trump asked the Israeli President Isaac Herzog to give Prime Minister Netanyahu a pardon because he at this moment is fighting corruption charges. As the parliament stood applauding, Netanyahu was seen looking a bit uncomfortable while all of this transpired around him.
Hey, I have an idea. Mr. President, why don't you give him a pardon? Give him a pardon. Come on.
And even as Trump's address was received with a lot of enthusiasm in Israel, not everyone was sure that he would be safe during his outing to the Middle East. A British-Israeli illusionist, Uri Geller, grabbed headlines as he took to social media, trying to tell Trump that he would die at the hands of Islamic terrorists if he were to go to Sharm el-Sheikh, while also warning Trump of a mole within his ranks who could potentially turn against him. Take a look at this now viral video.
Hi, this message is for you, Donald Trump. Wow, it's amazing that you're coming to Israel. Incredible that you're going to give a mind-blowing speech in the Knesset. But from there, you might be flying to Sharm el-Sheikh. Please read my message. I'm just very concerned, very concerned. Please read the entire message. I say don't go there. Don't go to Sharm el-Sheikh. But if you do, make sure that you're protected, super protected, all around you. Don't let anyone close to you. And be careful. Be very careful.
Now, Hamas released all 20 remaining and living hostages as part of this US-brokered ceasefire that pressed pause on a 2-year-long war that pummeled the Gaza Strip, which killed tens and thousands. Israel welcomed the hostages with a personal note from Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife that read, and I quote, "In the name of all the people of Israel, welcome home. We've been waiting for you. We embrace you," unquote. The note came along with a welcome kit prepared by the PMO that includes clothing, personal supplies, a laptop, cell phone, and a tablet. In fact, after days of fear, uncertainty, and unimaginable hardship, these hostages have finally started to return to their homes. They've crossed the border, each carrying with them a story of survival, a heart full of emotions, and the weight of what they've endured. Gilboa Dalal was the first to reunite with IDF representatives. The relief evident in every step he took as the nightmare of captivity finally gave way to safety. And smiles through tears as Alon Ohil met his rescuers, a silent testament to endurance and hope. And yet, behind every joyful smile, lingered the scars of the ordeal, a reminder of the dark days they had survived.
I don't know it.
And among them were siblings, among those released were siblings Ghali and Ziv Berman. Their reunion, a symbol not only of a family restored, but of Israel's collective resilience. For Eitan Mor, every handshake and every hug carried the profound weight of homecoming, the unspoken gratitude for life, freedom, and the chance to be embraced once more. Matan Angrest's reunion 2 viewers spoke volumes. More than just a meeting of family and friends, it was survival, strength, and the deep, unshakable joy of being home. But before these celebrations, viewers, there were moments that brought tears to the hearts across the nation. A mother's voice, trembling with love and disbelief, echoed across Israel as she spoke to her son, a freed hostage.
הביתה, כולכם חוזרים הביתה, אני אוהבת אותך. חיים שלי, תודה לאל, נגמרה המלחמה, נגמרה המלחמה, אין מלחמה. אתה בא הביתה, חיים שלי, אמא, אתה בא הביתה, אין מלחמה.
In fact, roads across Israel, viewers, were filled with hope and anticipation as a nation collectively breathed a sigh of relief, welcoming its children home. This is a homecoming that speaks of survival, of perseverance, and of the human spirit. In fact, brokering the Israel-Hamas ceasefire made for quite the chip on US President Donald Trump's shoulder, viewers, but it's a video of him now struggling to close his umbrella as he boarded the Air Force One flight that took the internet by a viral storm. Trump, in the video, is seen fumbling with shutting the umbrella before an aide quickly intervened atop the aircraft stairs. This video was taken and released ahead of Trump's much-awaited, much-anticipated visit to Israel. Now, it seems like US President Trump cannot seem to evade the laughs of the internet as he becomes a laughing stock amongst netizens yet again for his viral umbrella moment that we just showed you, and where he is seen struggling to shut the umbrella as he boards the plane. Netizens responded to the video with fervor as a horde of memes and jokes rush in at his expense. US President once again becoming the butt of internet's meme frenzy, from quips on his alleged wig, which even includes one hilarious AI-generated image of an exaggerated, wet-haired Trump, to digs at the technical difficulties entailed in closing an umbrella. Internet covers it all. And with that, it's time to take a quick look at the trends that are running hot on social media today. And former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and singer Katy Perry were spotted sharing an affectionate moment on a yacht off Santa Barbara's coast. Rumors of their romance have been circulating since July, when the duo was seen walking a dog together in Montreal. Latest visuals suggest the relationship is not just real, it's very much public. The reactions from fans and netizens have been indicating more of a rage, less delight at the PDA, sparking waves of online chatter. Meanwhile, Abhishek Bachchan won his first Best Actor in a Leading Role award at the 78th Filmfare Awards for his performance in I Want to Talk. The actor delivered an emotional speech thanking his wife Aishwarya, daughter Aradhya, highlighting the support and sacrifices. A late-night party in Dehradun took a terrifying turn when a fire-breathing stunt backfired, leaving two bartenders with severe facial burns. The performers were using alcohol to create dramatic flames when the act went wrong. Fortunately, the fire was contained quickly and the crowd escaped unharmed. Officials are investigating the matter. A helicopter spinning out of control at the Cars and Copters event in Huntington Beach crashed, sending spectators diving for cover. A child, Oliver Holland, was trapped under the wreckage, while two other adults were also injured. Onlookers rushed to assist the boy before emergency services arrived. Authorities say that all victims are receiving treatment, and an investigation into the crash is underway. As the sudden entry of an 8-foot-long crocodile in the village's house struck a panic across the village in Kota of Rajasthan, local wildlife expert Hayat Khan was turned to for the rescue as first officials failed to show up. The video of Hayat walking out, much like a hero, with the giant crocodile all bound up and resting on his shoulder, went viral on the internet, garnering praises and adulation all around. Over a Facebook post a day ago, Malaysian businessman Vinod Shekhar recounted a horrifying ordeal. He was attacked last week in London by two unidentified miscreants. He also revealed how his wife ferociously fought back like a lioness. It was probably what saved his life, as it caught the assailants off guard and they fled. He ended the post cautioning people to stay safe. While flying aboard Air Force One to West Asia for a peace summit, US President Donald Trump surprised reporters with a candid remark. He does not believe anything will get him to heaven. The comment came during questions on his presidency, legacy, and ongoing efforts like trying to end the war in Ukraine. Reactions on the internet were mixed, some applauding his self-awareness, while others questioning his understanding of spiritual teachings.
I'm being a little cute. I don't think there's anything going to get me in heaven. Okay, I really don't. I think I'm not maybe heaven bound. I may be in heaven right now as we fly in Air Force One. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make heaven.
After Amy Poehler and Tina Fey parodied Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi and the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem during a skit on Saturday Night Live, Pam Bondi took the jokes in stride, asking her colleague if they could recreate the photos from skit while showing love to SNL alum and comedian Amy Poehler. And viewers, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Trending. We'll be right back with the debate.
Go Co-powered by Century Ply, Club Prime, Raho Befikar.
Last night, someone stole my car. Well, almost. But Cubo AI stopped him with an automatic spotlight and a blaring alarm.
Cubo smart security cameras. Not just record, it protects.
थोड़े में ज़्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
Living my best life.
Mindfully crafted home decor fabrics. Sansar, a D-Decor brand. Live consciously.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Co-powered by Century Ply, Club Prime, Raho Befikar.
Both of your elections, the biggest issues were the economy and immigration. Now you're getting credit from Democrats and Republicans for this Middle East peace deal. Where does it fit? Where do you think it fits into your legacy?
Well, look, I solved, this will be my 8th war that I've solved. And I hear there's a war now going between Pakistan and Afghanistan. I said, I'll have to wait till I get back. You know, I'm doing another one because I'm good at solving wars. I'm good at making peace. And it's an honor to do it. I saved millions of lives. Millions of lives. Now, in all fairness to the Nobel Committee, it was for 2024. And this was picked for 2024. But there are those that say you could make an exception because a lot of things happened during 25 that are done and complete and great. But I did this not for Nobel. I did this for saving lives. I mean, we've saved millions of lives. Think about India, Pakistan. Think about some of the wars that were going on for years. We had one going for 31, one going for 32, one going for 37 years, with millions of people being killed in every country. And I got every one of those done, for the most part, within a day. It's pretty good. Tough savings because we are taking in hundreds of billions of dollars, not only from China, from other countries. We've become a wealthy country again, and the tariffs have given us diplomatic strength. They've given us negotiating strength. I settled a few of the wars just based on tariffs. I said, as an example, with India and with Pakistan, I said, if you guys want to fight a war and you have nuclear weapons, I'm going to put big tariffs on you both, like 100%, 150, and 200%. No, don't do that. I said, I'm putting tariffs. I had that thing settled in 24 hours. If I didn't have tariffs, you could have never settled that war. You do that better than anybody, McGee.
نجدي يوم إن شاء الله.
لك عيه إن شاء الله. بس في بدي أعطيه. بس أنا مزايل خزيدة كم مزايل خزيدة كم نو موليكا.
Islamic groups storm into Pakistan's capital. Clueless Pakistan begins gunning down its own people. Pakistan versus its own citizens. What next? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Co-powered by Century Ply, Club Prime, Raho Befikar.
Last night, someone dropped the caboose. Well, almost. But Cubo AI stopped them with an automatic spotlight and a blaring alarm.
Cubo smart security cameras. Not just record, it protects.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
Living my best life.
Mindfully crafted home decor fabrics. Sansar, a decor brand. Live consciously.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप। भारत की अपनी दुकान इंडिया सोना, अपने देश का सामान इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला। MDH।
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Both of your elections, the biggest issues were the economy and immigration. Now you're getting credit from Democrats and Republicans for this Middle East peace deal. Where does it fit? Where do you think it fits into your legacy?
Well, look, I solved, this will be my 8th war that I've solved. And I hear there's a war now going between Pakistan and Afghanistan. I said, I'll have to wait till I get back. You know, I'm doing another one because I'm good at solving wars. I'm good at making peace. And it's an honor to do it. I saved millions of lives. Millions of lives. Now, in all fairness to the Nobel Committee, it was for 2024. And this was picked for 2024. But there are those that say you could make an exception because a lot of things happened during 25 that are done and complete and great. But I did this not for Nobel. I did this for saving lives. I mean, we've saved millions of lives. Think about India, Pakistan. Think about some of the wars that were going on for years. We had one going for 31, one going for 32, one going for 37 years, with millions of people being killed in every country. And I got every one of those done, for the most part, within a day. It's pretty good. Tough savings because we are taking in hundreds of billions of dollars, not only from China, from other countries. We've become a wealthy country again, and the tariffs have given us a diplomatic strength. They've given us.
Islamic group storm into Pakistan's capital. Clueless Pakistan begins gunning down its own people. Pakistan versus its own citizens. What next? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Mamata Banerjee blames gang rape victim. Pattern of victim shaming continues. RG Kar, Sandesh Khali, and now Durgapur medical student gang rape. debating tonight at 8:30 p.m.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Loses complete grip as Islamist groups storm Pakistan's capital in a united stand against the government. At 8:30 tonight, barely a year since the Arjikor rape and murder, another case shakes the country, but taking no hard responsibility, Mamata Banerjee victim shames. At 9 p.m. this evening, Afghanistan teaches Islamabad a tough lesson. Pakistan's attempt to provoke after Mutaqi's visit to India ends in an embarrassing failure. And ladies and gentlemen, on April 22nd, 2025, a day after the Pahalgam terror attack, I had made the case that the balkanization of Pakistan is a ticking time bomb. It will happen. And let me tell you, Asif Munir and Shehbaz Sharif have not disappointed me. Absolutely not. In the last 6 months since Pahalgam, we first saw Sindh go berserk against the Pakistani government's corrupt water schemes. And then we saw Baluchistan on the boil. From the Jafar Express to the attacks in Quetta, there is no place where the Pakistan army can hide from the Baluch freedom fighters anymore. No place. And then we saw the POK bring Pakistan police and armed forces to its knees, sending back the plunderers of Islamabad with their uniforms hoisted on a pole. The visuals are all there. They can be played.